Good morning, students. Our last topic in this section is further properties of projections. So our first theorem refers to the partial order relation, which is defined by P1 is related to P2 if inner product of P1x with x is less than or equal to inner product of P2x with x, where x belongs to the Hilbert space H. So let us discuss the theorem. The theorem is partial order. Let P1 and P2 be the projections defined on a Hilbert space H, and let us denote Y1 be the subspace onto which H is projected by P1 and Y2 be the subspace onto which H is projected by P2. Let us take N of P1 be the null space of projection P1 and N of P2 be the null space of projection P2. Then we are to prove that following conditions are equivalent conditions. In the first condition, P2 P1 is equal to P1 P2 is same as P1. In the second, Y1 is contained in Y2. In the third condition, null space of P2 is contained in null space of P1. In the fourth condition, norm of P1x is less than or equal to norm of P2x. And in the last condition, P1 is related to P2 by the partial ordering relation. So firstly, let us prove that 1 implies 4. In the condition 1, we are given that P2 P1 is equal to P1 P2 is same as P1, and we are to prove that norm of P1x is less than or equal to norm of P2x. So let us start from the norm of P1x. Now, because P1 is same as P1 P2, so we can replace P1 by P1 into P2. So norm of P1x will become norm of P1 into P2x. Now because P1 is projection, so that is bounded linear operator. So by boundedness of P1, this norm will be less than or equal to norm of P1 into norm of P2x. Now because P1 is projection, therefore P1 norm is less than or equal to 1. So this is less than or equal to 1. So P1x norm is less than or equal to P2x norm. So this proves that 1 implies 4. Now next we prove that 4 implies 5. Now in the fourth condition, we are given norm of P1x is less than or equal to norm of P2x, and we are to prove that P1 is related to P2. By definition of partial ordering relation, P1 is related to P2 if the inner product of P1x with x is less than or equal to inner product of P2x with x for all x belonging to the Hilbert space H. So we are to prove this condition. Now let us consider inner product of P1x with x. Now in the previous theorem we discussed if P is projection, then inner product of Px with x is equal to Px norm square. So by using that property here, inner product of P1x with x is equal to P1x norm square. But P1x norm is less than or equal to P2x norm. Therefore P1x norm square will be less than or equal to P2x norm square, and this can further be written as inner product of P2x with x. So by definition of partial ordering, we can say that P1 is related to P2. Now in the next we prove that 5 implies 3. In the fifth condition, we are given P1 is related to P2, and we are to prove that null space of P2 is contained in null space of P1. So let us take an arbitrary element belonging to null space of P2. Now by definition of null space, the image of every element of H under P2, that will be 0. So for P2x, that will be 0. P2x will be 0. Now let us find P1x norm square. P1x norm square means inner product of P1x with x, because P1 is related to P2. So by definition of partial ordering relation, we can say that inner product of P1x with x is less than or equal to inner product of P2x with x. Now, because P2x is 0, so this becomes inner product of 0 with x, that is 0. So we have obtained norm of P1x is less than or equal to 0. But norm is always non-negative, so we can say that P1x norm is greater than or equal to 0. So if we combine these two, we get norm of P1x is equal to 0. And norm is 0 if and only if the quantity inside norm is 0. So we can say that P1x is equal to 0. So by definition, we can say that x belongs to null space of P1. So x belongs to null space of P2 implies that x belongs to null space of P1. And therefore, we have proved null space of P2 is contained in null space of P1. Now, next we prove that 3 implies 2. In the third condition, we are given null space of P2 is contained in null space of P1. Now, the null space of projection is the orthogonal complement of range. Therefore, null space of P2 will be Y2 complement and null space of P1 will be Y1 complement. So from here we get the complement of Y2 is contained in complement of Y1. Now taking orthogonal complements on both sides, so we can say that double complement of Y1 is contained in double complement of Y2. Now because Y1 and Y2 are closed subspaces and therefore their double complements will be same as Y1 and Y2. So Y1 double complement is Y1 and Y2 double complement is Y2. So we have obtained Y1 is contained in Y2. Now finally we are to prove that 2 implies 1. In the second condition we are given Y1 is contained in Y2 and we are to prove that P1 is equal to P2 P1 is equal to P1 P2. Now because Y1 is contained in Y2, therefore for every x belonging to H, we have P1x belongs to Y1 and using this condition Y1 is contained in Y2, P1x will belong to Y2. Now P2 of P1x, that can be written as P1x. So we have obtained the image of every element of H under P1 and P2 P1 are same. So by definition we can say that P2 P1 is same as P1. Now because P1 is a projection, therefore it is self-adjoint and therefore P2 P1